What's up, my people? You are now in tune with another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. And as you know, I am your host and lyrical genius, Black Titanium. And the subject matter of today's show would have been about the youth, and it is still about the youth in my mind. But we have left that world. The world where you used to know it has come to an end, where we have entered the last 30 seconds of the final hour. Oh, yes. So today's subject matter is subject matters of substance. The substance that includes and that's in the minds of people throughout the world. The substance that is God's wrath, where he has humbled the evil ones. So today, as we start our show, I just want to give reports on, continuation of my last show. The things that I have seen and the things that I know. So I want to start with the stall game, the systematic stall game of the white man. Because these are the stages that we're in right now. Because if it's anybody that don't want to believe that they are being humbled by God, you can believe it is the white man. So we're going to talk about that. Because basically, as people go about their daily lives every day, still delusional, because the white man has put on the stall game. This means that he has told his media, listen, go on TV and tell everybody to stay in the house. Tell everybody the system is going to be back to normal very soon. Tell everybody that everything is going to be all right. And I know that a lot of people are finally waking up out of their deep sleep trance that they were in. A lot of people have already been humbled, have already lost their jobs, can barely buy food. A lot of people can barely pay their rent. I know I'm in the hood with people who the low subsidiary housing people who, the white man that came on TV and told all these people, oh, don't worry, you don't have to pay rent for 3 months. You can't get evicted for 3 months. He didn't tell them that they shouldn't pay rent, but they took it as, what? Are you serious? We can't get evicted for 3 months? So you know what the ignorant people are going to start thinking. Not everybody, because I've seen some people paying their rent, but you got a lot of people who are going to take their money and they're going to continue partying with it. They're going to buy a bunch of dumb stuff, even though you can't buy much anyway, because mostly all of the businesses are closed down. So this is the crazy part about it. So people are going to do just what the media said, what they think the media said, because people being to the fact that a lot of people in the ghetto is delusional and they want to have some type of hope. They're going to hear what they want to hear whenever they listen to the news. So when the white man come on TV and say, listen, you can't be evicted for 3 months, don't even worry about it. It's true. Okay, that's true story. But what they're hearing is, are you serious? I don't have to pay my rent? And a lot of people A lot of these low subsidiary housing type people, people in the projects, they are not going to pay their rent. And by the time 3 months come around, I mean, they're not going to be deep in debt, because they're not paying much anyway. A lot of low subsidiary housing people, they pay like $200-$300, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, they are going to be in debt because they heard what they wanted to hear. But back to the essence of the conversation. The fact of the matter is, the white man has put it through, through the channels of the idiot box, that basically he's making that, all the delusional people think that everything is going to be back to normal. When you go to channels like ESPN, when you go to channels like First Take, you see Stephen A. and all these niggas talking about all of the NBA players that got traded and what the teams are going to be like when they come back, how great all of these players are going to be, and how great all of the NFL players are going to be who got traded this. And it's just a serious facade, because like I told you, so they got to make everybody think that all of the NBA is going to come back, is going to be, they're going to be balling out of control again. The NFL going to be back and they're going to be balling out of control again. But like I told you, the white man is a master at putting on a facade. And he does it through his idiot box, his media, and everything else. Because they don't want people to be in tune with the day and time that they are really living in. Because this is all part of the stall game. This is all part of the stall game. Where they basically tell people, everything gonna be all right, just go back to sleep. Spend your money. No, don't worry about it. Even though you can't spend it on nothing but food and cleaning products. But nevertheless, he's a master at putting on a facade. And he don't want to believe that these are the signs of the times. He want to keep the people believing that they are still living in the glory days, when people have already lost their jobs, where people have already been humbled. I go on the train and I go on the bus and I see people, that I've never seen. They're begging for money. I never thought that it would happen that fast, that they would actually end up, begging that fast. But now you see millions of people begging for money. 50 cents, a dollar here, a dollar there. And it's a serious situation. Because these are the very same people that held jobs and used to look down on the have-nots. And now they are in the very positions that they used to laugh at. The same thing that had them laughing now has them crying. And what you have to understand is that homelessness and being on the streets is not like it used to be. Oh no, see, those days that you used to know is over with. It's over with. We have moved into a whole new day and era where if you're homeless now, you have to either go to a shelter, which a lot of people will not do, or you have to be on the streets. There are no more pit stops. And what I mean by pit stops is the fact that you can't go and sit inside of McDonald's or you can't go and sit inside of Starbucks for 5 minutes and rest. You can't go inside the library and rest or wash up. No, you have to be totally in the streets because everything is closed down. And with the things that are open, they tell you, yo, you can't sit up in here. Real talk. See, this is the thing. These are the things that a lot of people don't understand. They don't realize. They didn't see this no, they couldn't see this coming. But only those who possess the magic glasses was able to see it. But back to the essence of the conversation. The white man's facade is heavily going right now because what he realized, what he has come to realize is that he has rocked people in such deep state of sleep, not to the point where they passed being sleepwalkers, to the point where they became in a deep trance. And even though the layers are being stripped away now, they still in those delusional state of minds. They are still in the delusional state of mind, thinking that everything is going to be all right. You see people still going to work. The slaves are still going to work, telling their master, I'm going to be loyal to you, master, to the end of time. Just in case everything comes back to normal again, you can think of me first. Wow. And it kind of reminds me of what Harriet Tubman once said. She said, I've led thousands and thousands of slaves into freedom through the Underground Railroad. And I would have led thousands and thousands of more into freedom had they known that they were slaves. And when I walk outside and I walk around and I see all these niggas is still hanging on, some of them ain't even getting paid. Some of them not even going to get a check. I was just watching on the news. How a pizza owner from a pizza shop had to go take out a loan just to pay his workers. This is the craziness. So you know that a lot of people that still run into those jobs are not even, they taking a chance on not even getting paid. But this is how much they are trying to hang on to the white man system, not understanding that the game is over, not understanding that these are the times that you must be thinking about praising your Lord, God. But a lot of people were so knee deep in sin. Yeah, they were still knee deep in sin to the point where they don't even want to believe it. They do not even want to believe it. And the white man is sitting up here. He's even amazed at how long he has been able to stall the masses. He still got these delusional niggas running around like crackheads, trying to show their loyalty. And I know as you see them in the streets now, the white man is not even wearing suits and ties no more. They wearing hoodies like the hood. They ain't even shaving no more. Yeah, a lot of them are not even shaving no more. You got some of them that are still be doing their thing. But it's because they saved a little money. It's gonna take a little time. But yeah, a lot of these, you got a lot of the masses are running around like crackheads, trying to save their life, and it's understandable. It's understandable. But what's not understandable is the fact that they're trying to use their master to save their life when they should be trying to use God to save their life. So as the white man sitting up here amazed at how long that he's able to stall him, he's saying, "Dang, Johnny, I knew this trance was going to work, but I didn't think that it was going to be able to work this well." These these people are not going to wake up until the last second, where everything is gone, where all of the food and water is torn off the shelves. And then when they walk in the store and they don't see no more food or water, they gonna realize that the little bit of money that they was hanging on to is like holding on to loose leaf paper. Real talk. That's what it's going to be held. As you can see, and as you can see, the dollar has fell to the value of about 25 cents. And you know how you can tell that when you go inside of the stores and you see that a loaf of bread is now $4, $5. How they got some cleaning products is one bottle of Lysol is now $12. This is how you know that the value of the dollar has fell, because all of this stuff, a dozen of eggs is now $5. This means that the value of the dollar has been lowered to about 30 cents. So as we move into the stage of hyperinflation, where everything is going up around you, even those who are working, making $15 an hour, we have moved into the stage of hyperinflation. And if you're making $15 an hour right now, or 17 or 18, $19 an hour, it means nothing. What it really means is that you are now back to making $4 or $5 an hour. This is what it means. You are now making $5 an hour, and the white man still has you delusional. The very few who still have a job. He still got these niggas delusional. As we have moved into the stages of hyperinflation, these niggas are still running around trying to follow me around. A few people, they still trying to play I Spy, trying to listen, because they don't want they don't want the masses to get this information, but they want to live off the information. But the fact is, the evil ones will not last. They are not going to last. They are going to die off. So when you watch this video, know that God is not going to let you live. We have moved into the last 30 seconds of the final hour. And I'm talking to those old snake ass niggas that be running around trying to play I Spy, still trying to perform for the white man, thinking that they gonna get something, thinking that the system is gonna come back to normal. You niggas are going to die off. The evil ones are not going to survive. Mark my very words. But back to the essence of the conversation. We have moved into a time of hyperinflation, where the price of everything around you is being raised. And every time you go into the store, you say, damn, this is $20? A bottle of Lysol is $15? Because people don't understand that the value of the dollar is dead. This is what they don't understand. Because they have been rocked in such a deep sleep trance that they still think that they are living in the times that they used to know. Yeah. So the only thing that's going to be able to save people are those who possess the magic glasses, those who are righteous. They are the only ones who are going to understand what's happening in this day and time. This is the time that you need to be in tune with God in the universe. And this is what they don't want you to have. They don't want you to be in tune with God and the universe. This is why they tell people, stay in your house, social distancing. You're going to die of coronavirus. When all of this was just a ploy to make people voluntarily go into march into martial law. So they won't have civil unrest about that. So people won't go crazy about that. Oh yeah. People have voluntarily locked themselves in, have voluntarily declared martial law on themselves. See, this is why I tell my listeners, you have to be able to think geometrically, especially in a crisis. This is why they say the greatest type of thinker is one who thinks in the midst of chaos. Because a lot of people out here, they cannot think geometrically. They can't think 2 steps ahead into the future because they have been so hooked on, running around like crackheads, looking for, just for the feel good moment of having sports, entertainment. I want to be entertained by a movie. They got to be entertained by something. This is why God's wrath has come. Now these niggas have been forced to think on their own. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Because the reason why they cannot think geometrically is they have given the white man all of the power, all of their power. The people of the masses have given their power away to this government. By every time they came on and they said, "Oh, yo, we got some Muslims that's coming to get us." Whenever the white people say, "Go get them, go get them," whenever you say that, or whenever they say, "Listen, we gotta stop them from coming in the country, so we gotta have this type of security," and whenever the people say, "Go ahead, so what? Do it." Whenever you do that, you are giving them all of your power. You have given away all of your power to the government to the point where the monster has become out of the control. This is why God had to intervene. This is why he says in the Quran, let not man's having wealth and children amaze you, because these are the things that I am going to use to punish them. He said, let not man's having wealth and children amaze you, for these are the things that I am going to use to punish them. And as you can see, that's for those who know, for those who don't know, that's Surah 9, Al-Tawbah. Let not man's having wealth and children amaze you. This is how you know God is real. Allah is real. Because he said it. I'm going to use their wealth and I'm going to use their children to punish them. And what is he doing right now? He has shut everything down to the point where they are losing trillions of dollars every day. Yeah. And they still don't want to believe. So he's going to have to humble them and bring them to their knees. For those who don't submit willingly will have to submit unwillingly. Oh yeah. This is what he said. Let not man's having wealth and children amaze you, because these are the things that I am going to use to punish them. And that's how he's punishing them right now. To the very stages of where they are being humbled. But they still in delusional stage, but that's how God works. Little by little. He'll slowly close the vice grip around their necks until they get on their knees and they start repenting. This is what he did with the Spanish flu when he humbled them, and millions had to die because of that. And this is what he's going to do with this. Millions are going to die because of it, from the coronavirus. We just still in the beginning stages. Real talk. But we have to understand, the righteous, this is our time. This is our redemption. This is our redemption. Every time I hear these police ringing their sirens, they ring their sirens to try to instill fear in the neighborhood. They roll by all the time. When they about to throw their Illuminati puppet show, they come by trying to ring their sirens. And they little puppets try to, convince you that they still in charge. You have to understand that God is in charge. And God is going to humble them to their knees. Understand what I'm saying. It's just the beginning of the end, where we have moved into a new beginning. And that one is a whole different show that I am going to explain to you. So stay tuned for another episode, for you have watched another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but understand one thing. Never fear the one who can lead you to the hellfire, but fear the one who can put you in it and leave you there. Peace, I'm out.